Hey guys, it's Anton here, and I wanted to make this really short video to walk you through the 3 changes I made to drastically improve my email deliverability and my open rates. Now, I, just like most people, group search online to try and figure out what was going on with my emails, because my open rates were, as you can see here, around 3%. 2 to 3% is where it was hovering, and I don't care how good a marketer you are, if you're only getting 2% or 3% of the people to open your emails, you're just not going to make a lot of money. It's going to be really difficult to actually get the emails to work. So the first change that I made 3 changes. The first change that I made was with the settings. Now in Go High Level, there's a SMTP. You can either use SendGrid or Mailgun or whatever. I tried pretty much a whole bunch of different ones to see what would work, and essentially nothing worked. I couldn't figure out, I tried changing them, I couldn't figure it out. But what I did was I actually went and I got somebody to change the settings for me. I'm not a technical person, and so I was able to get somebody to pay $5-10, and they actually went in and they adjusted all the settings and did it correctly. So that's the first change I made. The second thing that I did was I actually implemented what I call a reply campaign, and so with the technical changes. Now this has to do with like DMARC and DKIM and all of that, technical jargon that, again, I don't really understand how it works, but there are other people who understand that they can do it. Apart from the technical settings that I changed, the other thing I did was I implemented a reply campaign. Reply campaign is essentially, I sent out some emails, and I just, at the end of it, just said, hey, if you like something, go ahead and hit reply, or ask the question, and just, told people just hit reply and let me know. By doing those 2 things, I was able to get my open rate up from 3.42%, as you can see here. And as you can see, it climbed up to almost 19.54, so almost 20%. My click-through rate, click-through rate on it went up to almost 5%. So you can see here that those 2 changes alone really improved everything. Almost 3, 4, 5, 6-fold, as you can see on this one. The third change that I made was I implemented a filtration to look at my emails of the people who opened versus didn't open. And so when I actually did that change, everything really went up, and you can see that my open rate here went up to 70%, and the click rate went up to 13%. So the emails did really well. Now going back to figure out whether or not, so let's go back to this one right here where it was 3.42%, to figure out whether or not you actually need the technical settings to be adjusted. You can go over to a site. It's called mailgenius.com. And when you go over to mailgenius.com, they'll provide you with an email. Go ahead and just copy that email and send a test email. Whatever email you've written, send a test email over to mailgenius.com, and then they will give you a score. And so if your score is, it's out of 100 for MailGenius. If your score is between 95 and 100, you're pretty much good to go. If your score is between 90, below 95 but about 90 95, then you could do with some improvements, but again, it's borderline. If your score is below 80, typically you are going to spam. Something is wrong there, and you need to make some adjustments. Maybe you might see an error. I saw an error where it says that the IP is blacklisted, and I just couldn't figure out a lot of stuff. So the technical changes really helped in terms of increasing the thing. And like I said, a reply campaign also really helps. And then the third one, like I said, in Go High Level especially, you are able to sift and filter the people who have opened your emails. So once you start sending the people who are opening your emails, then obviously your open rate is going to skyrocket. Now let me explain to you how to get the people who open your emails in Go High Level, because it's slightly different from the other service providers or something that you may be accustomed to. Okay, so in Go High Level, let me go back and create a dummy one here. So give me 1 second. Okay, I went into the automation section over here on the left, and then I have a demo folder where I have a whole bunch of sequences and stuff. So what you do to get the people who have opened your emails in the last 30 days, it's not as simple as you would think. It's not as intuitive. So you have to go and everything in Go High Level is done with automations, right? So you go ahead and click on automation. You're going to create a new automation, and you're going to go from scratch and start one from scratch, and then click on create new workflow. Okay. Now, once that loads, you can name it, open emails 30 days, right? So this one that I'm doing, it's for anybody who opened the emails in the last 30 days. You can obviously set it for whatever you want: 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever you want. On this one, I'm just doing 30 days. So what you're going to do is go ahead and click on the trigger, and then when the box pops up, you're going to go ahead and then you're going to select. Let me move this over here. You're going to select, and then you're going to type in events. So email events. You click on it, and then you're going to add a filter, and then you're going to say event, and then you're going to select opens, and then save. So this automation, this workflow is going to trigger every time somebody opens an email. This will trigger, and they will get added to this workflow. So the first thing that you can do when you do that is select an action. So what I do is I tag the people who have opened my emails, right? So I go ahead and you click on tag, you search for tag, and you select a tag, and then you can literally go ahead and open emails, right? So open email 30 day, right? So you can apply a tag, open emails 30 days, 30 days open. You can name it whatever you want, right? It doesn't really matter. And then you go ahead and, so let me open. So I have one here. Open email last 30 days. Go ahead and save action, right? So every time somebody opens an email, or whenever you send an email, every time somebody opens it, it goes ahead and it will tag them, and then that way you'll have a list of people who are tagged, so you can search for them when you're going to the contacts. But that's not it, because remember, you just want the last 30 days. So the next thing I do is I go ahead and I select a wait, and then wait, and then I go ahead and I put 30 as a time frame, days, and then save that action. And then I'm going to select another one, and then I'm going to search for tag, and then this time I'm going to remove the tag. And I go ahead and then I'm going to remove the tag, which is the open email last 30 days. Save. All right. So you're going to add a tag that says anybody who opens an email, go ahead and tag them as open email. You wait 30 days, and then you remove that tag. Now, the really important thing here is you have to go into the settings. Okay, so there's a section here that says allow multiple, right? So you have to select this. Okay, this is really important. If you don't select it, it's not going to work, right? The whole thing is going to fall apart if you don't select that. Okay, so what's happening is somebody opens an email, they get tagged open, right? We wait 30 days, and then we remove the tag. Now, if you send an email on day 31 and then they open it, they're going to automatically get added back. The tag is going to get added again, and then so you will have a list of people who are actively opening your emails in the last 30 days. And again, you can always just adjust the wait time for this, so you can put the wait time for 14 days or 60 days or 180 days or however long you want it. But this is how I tag everybody, and so I know who is opening my emails in the last 30 days. The important thing to notice here is that it starts from the time you create this. That's when it starts. So if you have a bunch of emails that you sent, you want to just grab a whole, you maybe have 4, 5, 6, however many emails, and you can actually download those emails of opens, and then you can re-upload them and then tag everybody. Okay, so if you've been using Go High Level already and you want to get a accurate snapshot of everybody who opened your emails in the last 30 days, unfortunately there's no easy way to do that short of just downloading a bunch of your most popular emails and then re-uploading them with a tag. But this, if you're just starting off, or if you want to track everybody who's opening emails from today onwards, then this is a good way to do it. Okay, I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments or just tag me or something, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Again, my name is Anton, and hope this helps.